Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Saska Dragon, and welcome to my October version of my Machina gadget deck. I made a few modifications to it to make it more efficient and to make it work better. So please rate and subscribe, and please tell me what you think. So we run the still 3 Machina gear frame. Of course, when there's a summon, you can add 1 Machina monster card to your hand, except Machina gear frame. So of course you bring to your hand Fortress, or of course you bring forth your Machina cannon. And of course you run 3 Machina Fortress, just because it's a big boss monster, and of course it's just brilliant when it gets destroyed by battle. It blows up one of your opponent's monsters. Then you run 2 red gadget, 2 yellow gadget, and of course 2 green gadget. Okay, you're going to ask, why am I only running 2 of the gadgets? Because at the end of the day, your hand does severely get clogged up with all the gadgets, and you can't really do any plays with all the gadgets in your hand. And most of the time off, you could end up with the 2 red in your hand, you could end up with 2 yellow, and even most of the time you could end up with all the same colour, like 3 green gadgets in your hand. And sometimes it could be a really pain in the backside, and you really couldn't do anything. So running at 2 is much easier, and it's much less seen. And we run 2 car Ds. Everyone knows what car Ds do. It gives you an extra draw engine, and once you set up your plays, you summon this card, tribute to draw 2 cards. It's basically like a monster version of Pot of Greed, with of course its downside of you have to go straight to your end phase. But it does really work. Then we run True Tragodia. Reason is because most of the time your hand is going to be full of cards, and really it gives this card a boost. So they attack you fine, you drop a Tragodia. Most of the time you have 5 or 6 cards in your hand, so this usually is a 3000 to a 3600 beta. And of course, of its level modulation, it does a lot of handy things too. And of course, you know, you can also discard a card from your hand to take control of one of your opponent's monsters equal to that level. So Tragodia is a real good, interesting card to have. 2 Maxi for some extra draw power, because everyone loves to special summon in the first few turns, and this card lets you draw like a boss. Shame it's coming out in Super though. Then 1 Machina Cannon, of course, for Machina Fortress, and of course 1 Gauze. So that's your monster lineup. Then of course we have the magic lineup, or spells, whichever you prefer, of course, which is 2 pop dualities, because we can only run 2. 2 Smashing Grounds to get those annoying pesky monsters. 2 MSTs and a Storm, because it's all good. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Tech Choice is Limiter Removal. Sometimes your opponent's really going to push the game, and Limiter Removal is a 1 good card where it just doubles your machine card's attack, and at the end phase, sadly, they do get blown up, but it's an end situational card. If you're attacking, they've got no back row, bam, they're dead. If they attack you with a big beat stick and your monster really is too weak, you can use this card. Sometimes when it goes to the graveyard, it's not too bad, because you will have other combos and shenanigans to pull off. And of course, you'll have a Pot of Avarice in your deck to recycle all those gadgets and your Machina cards. Right, now we go on to your traps. We have 2 Trundle Tributes, 2 Black Horn of Heavens. I'm just trying out Black Horn of Heavens for the moment, because a lot of the time Warning is a good choice, because, you know, it stops things like Monster Reborn and Call the Haunted as well. But the problem is the life points. With gadgets, you really have to, you know, make the field presence quite quickly and get your stuff on the field straight away. And you don't really want to start spending 2,000 life points at the wrong time, because those 2,000 life points you actually lose could be either win you the game or lose you the game. And as well as Black Horn of Heaven, okay, it's a good choice at the moment, and it's being tested out. It's working quite well at the moment, because a lot of people don't expect it. And of course, not you losing the 2,000 life points, I still stay in the game a bit longer. Then you run your 2 Bottomless, your 2 D-Prison, your 2 Compulse, 1 Mirror Force, and 1 Starlight Road. Okay, that's it for the traps. Now, this is just an etchy side deck I worked on. or extra deck, sorry, so bear with me. Right, where'd that come from? Right, 1 Gear Gunt X, which of course everybody knows what that does. Really easy to summon, and its effect really does come in handy a lot. Then we run 2 Photon Pelarapative, because of its effect is really good, and of course it's a rank 4. 2 Utopias and a Utopia Ray. 2 Gemini Pearl. 1 My Stroke, because it's not your stroke, it's my stroke. 1 number 16 Shockmaster, and 1 number 32 Shark Drake. Number 11 Big Eye, because this card really does come in handy. 1 Chimeritic Fortress Dragon. 1 Stardust, and of course 1 Allied Justice Catasta. So, as I say before, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope this helps with some of your Machina gadget builds. And please thumbs up this video, please tell me what you think. And of course, this is Mr. Sucker Dragon signing out. And remember, only real men use Watapon.